While millions are glued to screens, faces painted, hearts racing, utterly devastated because 11 strangers fumbled a game, there's a huge crowd that simply doesn't give a damn. And neuroscience hints their brains might literally process the world differently. Stick around, because this flips the script on every die-hard sports fan in your circle and might explain why you feel zero pull toward the hype. Not caring about sports doesn't make you dull, passionless, or defective, but something intriguing sets your wiring apart from the roughly 60% of Americans who live and breathe it. Start with the basics. Why do so many obsess? Humans are wired for tribes. Millennia ago, belonging meant safety, food, protection. Sports are today's polished version. Jerseys instead of war paint, cheers instead of battle cries. When fans watch their team, the brain floods with oxytocin, the same bonding chemical that cements family ties. Their neurology blurs the line, treating millionaire athletes like kin. Pretty wild. Now the flip side. Folks indifferent to sports often show lower tribal pull. Their sense of self isn't so anchored in group membership. They're more individualistic, content saying, "I don't need a bigger we to feel whole." Studies back this. People with minimal sports interest display less automatic us versus them bias. They don't reflexively despise the opposing side just because it's other. It gets stranger. During a game, a fanatic's brain lights up like they're the one on the field. Every play triggers anticipation. Dopamine surges, the same rush as unwrapping a gift or hitting a jackpot. fMRI research shows fan reward circuits, ventral striatum, etc., fire similarly to gambling highs. The unpredictability fuels it. Intermittent reinforcement, psychology's most addictive pattern. Think slot machines. Wins spike joy. Near misses or losses keep the craving alive. The brain craves more dopamine hits, no matter the source. For non-fans, vicarious competition barely registers. Their reward system stays cool. Some evidence even points to genetics. Variations in dopamine receptor genes, like DRD2 or DRD4, may dial down interest in spectator rivalry, making indifference partly hardwired. Then there's basking in reflected glory, or burging. Fans claim we won after a victory, but distance themselves. They lost after defeat. Non-obsessives show steadier self-concept, no roller coaster tied to external scores. Their esteem feels more internal, less fragile. Not saying one style is superior, just different. Curiously, sports devotees sometimes score higher in empathy in certain contexts. They invest deeply in strangers' triumphs or pains as long as they're our guys. Non-fans channel that same caring elsewhere: relationships, causes, art, ideas. Research links lower sports engagement to higher openness to experience, stronger appreciation for beauty, creativity, intellectual depth. They're chasing the same rewards: meaning, connection, transcendence, just through novels, music, nature, personal projects. Sometimes indifference has roots, maybe gym class trauma, exclusion from sports culture, rebellion against macho competitiveness, or simple bafflement at adults yelling at TVs. All valid. The real divide, how each side finds meaning. Fans crave narrative, underdog arcs, epic comebacks, rivalries, real stakes in unpredictable drama. Non-fans often see that randomness as pointless. Why sink emotion into something I can't influence by people I don't know that doesn't touch my life? They're not wrong. Neither are fans. It's two ways to satisfy the human hunger for story. Fans lean into parasocial bonds, one-sided investment in teams or players. Non-fans prefer reciprocal engagement, energy where it loops back, where they're active participants, not observers. Psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi's flow states, total immersion, happen anywhere. For some, it's the game. For others, it's painting, coding, deep conversation, anything absorbing. Non-sports folks often feel more anchored in their own existence, not outsourcing hours of emotional energy to someone else's fight. That's quietly powerful. Bottom line, if sports leave you cold, you're not missing a core human ritual. Your tribal instincts, dopamine triggers, empathy focus, they're tuned to a different frequency. Perfectly fine. Next time someone hits you with, "Did you catch the game?" and you feel nothing, know this: you're not broken or boring, you're just wired for a different kind of game, one with stakes that might actually be yours. If this clicked, you'll probably vibe with why quiet types process the world in ways louder people never see, and how that can be your secret edge. Tap one of those videos next. It might explain more about how you tick than you realize.